Hello, everybody. I'm so sorry for the abrupt ending of the last podcast. I was live and we had a bunch of people watching it. I knew I had to update my video drivers, and the software that I used to do it wasn't doing it, and I just instead of going and doing it manually, which I'm doing right now, I'm downloading them right now actually, and I'm probably gonna update it during the show. Um, Let me see. Showing folder. Open when done. Okay. Hey, Rob McNeil is here, everybody. Hi, Rob McNeil. So I just decided to not download the drivers, and that was a bad decision. I chose poorly, man. So then I go live, and sure enough, what happens? The the drivers crash on me. Absolutely. If you don't keep these things updated, and they are updating them like every month now, or every 15 days, they'll crash on you. At least my computer will. You add me on all your Facebook and follow me on Twitter, Mikey Hernandez. Did you retweet me, Mikey? Mikey, did you retweet this show? Rob McNeil, I think he did. I think he just maxed out a tweet for me. It means a lot when you guys do that, man. You're dropping these digits and you're retweeting. It means a lot. And then I need you to follow me on Twitter. Hey, Papa, and I need you to turn on notifications for Twitter. So when I tweet something at 3 o'clock in the morning, your phone dings, it wakes you up at 3 in the morning, and you can like, and you can retweet, and you can leave me a message. I hope that doesn't sound too narcissistic. What's up, son? So, yeah. There we go. Type a message, it says. There we go. Put the numbers right there where we like to have them. Opening in 5 minutes. My drivers will be installing. I'm assuming that would be good. We were talking about... What were we talking about when I got cut off? I thought we were talking about something about Twitter, but I went on Twitter and I saw something that Tim Pool just tweeted, and it's just important, man. He's got so much support. Look, Tim Pool, he just tweeted something and it had like fucking 3,000 likes on it already. It wouldn't be such a big deal if he wasn't tweeting out such awful shit to his followers and they weren't all agreeing with every single word he says. I'm not seeing it all of a sudden. Let me see. Tim Pool. I don't see him anymore. I'm going to have to search him, I guess. Isn't that funny? It's like when I don't want to see them, I see his tweets constantly. When I go and look for them, it says he hasn't tweeted anything. Isn't that fucking weird? I just saw his tweet. Huh. Okay, so let's go to his fucking channel. Oh, it's Timcast. Right. Timcast. He is... Yeah, he's got that name, Timcast, like broadcast, like it's so official sounding. People fall for that shit. And then they sit and they listen, and he's almost got 1 million followers on Twitter, guys. He says that all of these doctors and nurses that are on TikTok doing these little dances, these little 7-second dances on TikTok. Tim Pool says this about those kind of garbage that Tim Pool puts out there. And you guys really had him on. It should bother you that so many... I would really encourage all of you to go head over to Timcast. You see that? It says @Timcast on Twitter. And let him know that this kind of misrepresentation of the facts, this kind of lying to your audience is sickening. It's vulgar, And it will result in people like his own audience members dying from their own stupidity and ignorance. Who's the first person that's going to go call Tim Pool out for this kind of bullshit? Besides me, of course, because I beat y'all to it. Will you guys? Will you guys go call him out for this bullshit? Who wants to stand up for the nurses and doctors? Hey, how many of you got COVID and had to go see a doctor or a nurse and got taken care of at a hospital? Do you appreciate this bullshit? Tim Pool is saying that those people are dancing on your grave. Did you really get that feeling when they were taking your blood pressure and your temperature and caring for you and making you as comfortable as possible? Did you really get the feeling that they were dancing on your graves? And let me ask you this. Do any of you have anything to fucking say about this? As I sit here with a dead goddamn chat. 21 people, not a fucking peep out of you guys. Let me know. Just kind of wondering if you have anything to say about any of this. I would be the one to talk to, and this would be the place to fucking chat it up. If this content is boring you, let me know. If me calling someone like Tim Pool out, someone with 800,000 followers on Twitter, while I've got, my measly 3,000 and none of them fucking support me, while he's got, thousands and thousands of people, while he lies to them and puts them in harm's way and kills them. How many of you actually give a fuck? Nick Brown's like, I'm pulling over to go respond. Hell yeah, Nick. Thank you, buddy. Tim Pool is an idiot, says John Combs. Thank you, John Combs. Thank you. Yes. Thank you, John Combs. Again, I am so sad that you and Nick Brown are the only two people to respond to this conversation. I'm sad. This is the struggle I go through every day, guys, trying to get you guys to respond, trying to just get you guys to fucking even talk to me. Is this not interesting? Are you offended? Are you AFK? Or is this just one of you that has 20 accounts? And there's only actually 3 people watching the whole goddamn thing. I don't know. I don't know. Let me know. I'd love to know, though. Still, 3 responses from 2 people. This is a problem, guys. Oh, Steve Running, thank you. Tim only wants controversial topics. And not only, hey man, I'm controversial. Steve, I'm controversial. No, you got it wrong, Steven. Listen to me and listen very closely. He doesn't care whether it's controversial or not. He wants to put people in harm's way. He wants people to die. You can be controversial without putting your audience at risk. He is a liar and an idiot. He is poisoning his audience. He's killing the very people that support him because he don't give a fuck. Oh, because freedom, because libertarianism. I put up a tweet. It probably scared some of you guys. I said, I support a lockdown for 30 days enforced by the National Guard. That didn't get a lot of play from y'all. Newbie fingerboarding. Charlie Kirk isn't a racist. Okay, well, that's your opinion. And my opinion is that Charlie Kirk is a cunt of a fucking racist. He's like the king cunt of all racists. But you're free to your opinion, bro. I appreciate it. I appreciate your opinion. And I obviously you appreciate mine or you wouldn't have come on here and shared yours. And so that's win-win, buddy. Look at us, Newbie, look at us. Look at us. Look at us, man. We're winning right now, bro. We're winning. Thank you, Newbie. I appreciate that. But, if you really feel that Charlie Kirk isn't a racist, I support you in looking at Donald Trump and his racism before you judge somebody that vehemently and blindly supports Donald Trump. Look at his leaders hate and racism yourself. And I'll just leave it at racism. And do you want me to start going point for point on why I know that Donald Trump is a racist? And then we can go from there. We can go why that leads by association, guilt by association, that makes Charlie Kirk a racist too. And we'll just use the whole Nazi supporting Adolf Hitler analogy. It works great. What do you think? Take on nay, take on nay, take nay on, take on nay. I'll be correct and you'll be wrong. Come on now, take on nay, take on nay. Nay's smoking a dab because he likes to stab all the time. Now he is getting high. He is with the trendies who love him. Hey, Rob McNeil, did I smoke for you yet? Stephen Running. For you guys, cheers. Hey, Corey. Corey Davies. Yo. So, okay, you guys are basically not responding at all to any of this. I've got the chat. I've got the tweet up here for you guys to read. None of you are really participants. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to install my drivers. I'm going to probably lose. I might lose connection. I might not. I don't know. Who gives a fuck? You guys don't give a fuck about this show, obviously. You see me doing good, lol. Corey Davies. Well, thank you, buddy. You got anything to say about this? Tim Pool's your homie, newbie? Dude, do you agree with him that doctors and nurses are dancing on our graves as we die from COVID? Is that why you think doctors and nurses are dancing on TikTok? Evan, what's up, buddy? Remember, I'm going to probably flash off here as my drivers install. Yeah, they are. Really? You think that medical professionals are dancing on the graves of people dying from COVID? Wow, dude. Tim Pool, I'm so glad that you're here, newbie, because you are literally here demonstrating for me and my audience here how Tim Pool has brainwashed you into saying something that doesn't even make sense. You're brainwashed, and Tim Pool brainwashed you, and Charlie Kirk brainwashed you, and Donald Trump has brainwashed you, and all of my audience and anybody who watches this on 15 channels in the future can go ahead and see your brainwashing. Okay, here goes the install. It's starting up now. It took a while. It was downloading something, I guess. All right, checking system compatibility, it says. We'll just go through this install and see what happens. Corey says exactly true. I mean, people have a really hard time trying to prove my points wrong in here. I mean, you're literally saying that nurses and doctors are dancing on the graves of the dead. You really believe that? You think they're celebrating it? That is the dumbest thing. So let me ask you this. Do you feel that the police have not been brutalizing people in the streets? I'm saying some are. No, you didn't say that. You didn't say some are. No, you absolutely Oh, not all but some. Oh, okay, I didn't see that. My bad. You did say that. Not all but some. Really? So you think some of the nurses and doctors who have, correct me if I'm wrong, dedicated their lives to studying human physiology and getting their profession, getting their licensing, and then devoting their lives to helping people and saving lives. You really believe that even some of them are celebrating death? I'll show you who's celebrating death. Tim Pool is. And when he says people are dying right now, he doesn't say it out of sadness. He just says it as a fact. People are dying right now. That's all. He doesn't give a fuck. And neither do you. You're an awful person just like Tim Pool. Beanie protects from brainwashing. I wish, Graham, I wish. They just mad he lost, so they coming up with everything. He says, Corey, I like the way you talk. You're funny. I think police are attacking all people. Okay, well, we can agree on that. But no, all police are bad either. But not all police are bad either. No, I agree with you. That's true. Not all police are bad. But let me ask you this. If you're a cop and your coworker is breaking the rules and brutalizing people and you don't report them, are you guilty by turning a blind eye to that? And how many police have witnessed their partners or other police breaking the law and brutalizing citizens and done nothing? Because I'll tell you what, there's plenty of it on video now for you to see. Lots of cops standing around not filing reports about their fellow officers. So exactly how many good cops are there out there? Dude, either my cat is freaking out. Give me a second. Harles. Harles. Oh, maybe that was the... Oh, cool. Yeah, good. I had a little trash can sitting up on top of my dryer, and it's on. The dryer's on, and it vibrated, fell off, hit the ground. I figured that out quick. I'm a goddamn super sleuth. I'm a goddamn private agent. I'm a private eye. I'm like Magnum PI in a bright red Ferrari pulling up. Wow. Is that the right song? Bum ba bum 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 bow 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 bow. Is that the Magnum PI song? What song is that? I don't think that's Magnum PI. I think that's something else. There's no Magnum? Not Magnum in? Steve Running, Rob McNeil. Okay, Rob McNeil, Steve Running. Who's next? Who's next? Steve Running, I don't think I smoked for you. Psst, unreal, pal. I don't remember. Nobody else is dropping digits for me. Psst, unreal, pal. Psst. All right, look. I have to click installation now. If you guys realize, hey, man, I want you guys... I just don't commit crimes and obey the law. I've always had good interactions with police. Well, you know... I haven't. You know, my father, I've had guns drawn on me. It's really no big deal for me. I'm used to it. But I watched my elderly father have guns drawn on him by a fucking pig. So my father wasn't breaking the law when this fucking pig drew a fucking gun on my father. All right? You know, so just because you haven't experienced the situation doesn't mean that somebody else who just happens to be white and male has experienced it. So, you know, Your anecdotal your little fucking bubble that you live in isn't every black person that's ever been brutalized by a fucking pig on the street, you fucking moron. You realize that? You realize how stupid you seem to my audience? My audience is probably like, I wonder when Nate's gonna block this fucking idiot. They're wondering. Because you probably don't have a lot of time left. Just realizing what kind of an asshole you must be for the shit. Oh, you're 15? Oh, good. I'm glad you told me. Get the fuck out of here. You're blocked on YouTube and you're blocked on my live stream. Fuck off. This is an adult fucking show, bitch. And you know what else? Your mom should take your fucking shit away from you. Your mom should take your goddamn laptop or whatever the fuck what the fuck are they letting your ass on the goddamn internet for? Talking to adults. Jesus fucking Christ. Dude, that's kids today. Kids today. Literally trying to have conversations with 52-year-old men. You know, don't be so quick to come down on adults on the internet until you see how obnoxious children are on the internet. All right? All right, I'm gonna install these drivers. So let's see what happens. RTX, it's on. Ray tracing and DLSS available now. Yeah, you know, man, I ain't got that shit. I ain't got that RTX shit. Now, every new thing's got the RTX technology. You know, every 2 years they come out with a new technology, so your shit that you just bought is fucking irrelevant. You know? Oh, I'm so glad I just got 2 of these fucking 1080s. They're fucking worth shit now. I don't remember how long ago it was I bought the 1080s, but the RTX 30 series is out now. They started at 30. They started nice and low. So, you know, by the time you get the 30, they'll be up to the fucking 70. What's my thoughts on the bombing in Nashville? It was a suicide. Sucks. I wish the guy had just killed himself out in the middle of nowhere. If he wanted to blow himself up, that's fine. Why not do it on your fucking property? You know, instead of risking people's lives like that. He hurt people, you know. He's a fucking piece of shit. I don't understand unless he was literally going after AT&T, I don't understand the thinking, the planning behind that, the amount of planning that it took him to do that. The risk he put himself and so many other people at risk. The guy was obviously psychotic. You got to be psychotic to do something like that. What too many parents are trying to be their kids' friends instead of their parents. Well said, Corey. I really like that. I really like that, bro. It's true. That's why they be on Killer Kids. Yep. Gaming systems are outdated every 5 to 6 years now. It's insane. People spend so much money for it to be rendered useless too fast. Jake Worthley, right, though. Kids are supposed to be our future, but most of them are destroying it, sadly. Yeah, I wonder if Tim Pool realizes his fans are fucking 15 years old. Wow. I wonder if he accepts that. I mean, I wonder if that's like his whole thing. Isn't that kind of weird? Don't you guys think that's weird? I think it's weird. They're installing the graphics driver. Probably going to flash out right about now. I would think these screens are going to blank off on me. Hopefully we'll stay connected to the internet and I'll stay connected to my show. We'll see what happens. Anything can happen right now. The timing doesn't seem odd. Ken, the timing that somebody wanted to kill themselves in the middle of a fucking pandemic where everybody's fucking miserable. What timing? What the timing? What? Did that distract us from something, bro? Did that take our attention off of something else? Did something happen in the meantime? Explain it, Ken. You seem like a real deep thing. Keep the faith. Keep the faith, folks. We're back on. I see my screens again, but it usually flashes off another time. It usually flashes twice. But that was cool, man. It says now installing HD audio driver. It says my Minicam has stopped working. Okay. Close the program. Install complete. Okay, let's see if Minicam will fire back up again. I'll give it 5 seconds. Let's see here. Okay, you guys can hear me. Good, thanks. Let me just try to turn my camera back on. Give me a second. Just give me a second. Just stand by and listen to the pleasant sounds of my voice while I try to fire up this software again. Yeah, that's right. This software is not firing up. I clicked on it and nothing is happening. Oh, wait, whoa, hey, huh? What's up, everybody? It looks like we're back on. What's up? Hello. Nair of Nays Garden. Yeah, I feel like getting high. What about y'all? You guys want to get high? Want to get high? Want to get high? I want to get high. Who's trying to get me high up in this bitch? Who's trying to get me fucking high? Let's see. It was Rob McNeil trying to get me high. Steve Running trying to get me high. Come on, motherfuckers. Who's trying to get me high up in this bitch? Who's trying to get me high up in this bitch? Well, dude. S. Franco, Lucas Helton, Jake Worthley, John Combs. S. Franco, go to Twitter, retweet this fucking show, go share this in a large group on Facebook, and drop me a fucking digit. You know the goddamn game. You know? I ain't smoking until you all decide to play ball. And if you don't play ball, then I can't get high. I need you to play ball. Come on. All right, Jake Worthley's like, be right back. You. Thank you, Jake. Thank you. And as for the rest of you, go and do it too. There's 25 people watching. My stream just lost half of its viewers. Okay, I had almost 50 people watching when my video cards crashed. Okay? Please help me get 25 more people back. Thank you. If each one of you just shares this one time, and I do just mean even the new people coming in. If you're new, you're coming in right now, and you're like, whoa, who's this guy? What's going on? Will you do me a favor? Just go ahead and share this live stream in a large group for me right now. And then if you can't type in here, if your chat is not coming up here, and you want to talk to me, you can go to YouTube and just find any one of my channels on YouTube called Nays Garden. Just search Nays Garden. You'll find a lot. There's 6 of them. Find one. There should be 6. There might only be 5. I don't know which one of my channels isn't up right now. But is anybody on the main channel on YouTube right now? Is anybody watching this from the main channel on YouTube? Let me know. But there's a bunch of channels out there. You can find them. Then you'd be able to chat, and then I will see your chat here. I'll have it right in front of me. I also have it right in front of me. And we'll talk about things like this that are psychotic. Things like this are psychotic. And what's more important is that you should know that Joe Rogan had this maniac on his show. This maniacal, conniving, poisonous serpent of a small man. You know, I can't think of anything else. Small-minded, small-dicked, you know, just, he's probably been snubbed by women his entire life. And this is what it produces. Thank you, your boy. Daryl Michael Mesre is on the correct channel. Thank you, your boy. You know, when someone like this has 800,000 followers on Twitter, I have to do my part, and I have to let every single person that ever watches this episode know what he is, what he's about, the fact that Joe Rogan had him on his show and treated him like fucking royalty. You know, I wonder what Joe Rogan thinks about that statement. Yo, Joe, are nurses and doctors dancing on the graves of the dead from COVID? TD Freelancer says, fuck Tim Pool. TD Freelancer, thank you for participating in my chat and talking. Tyson Casey says, it took me about 4 minutes to get banned from his channel. Jake Worthley says, I'm watching you on my TV. Your boy says, a tiny corn snake. He's a rat snake. He's a fucking rat snake, but I love rat snakes. I love all snakes, man. You know, maybe I am. Could be Satan. Maybe I am. Where's the horns? Give me the Satan horns. Maybe I'm Satan. Maybe I'm Satan and those are my devil horns. There were horns over here too, weren't there? Oh, right here. I'm Satan. Those are my horns. I gotta talk low when I talk like Satan. I can't talk low anymore. I've lost my voice. Followed all social media. Lucas Helton? Really? Thank you. How often do you really watch this dude's content? Ken NYB Unchained. Are you asking my audience how often they watch me, or are you asking me how often I watch Tim Pool? I've got him on all. I watch all. That means I've been subscribed to him for years, and I listen to all of his guests. I listen to his fucking podcasts. Yeah, I've watched a lot of Tim Pool. Yes. And I'm here to tell you that he is a fucking motherfucking piece of shit. You know, I'm the one that can tell you, because I'm the one that's been following him since I didn't know who he was until he was on Joe Rogan. And I was like, oh, who's this guy, man? I didn't like what he was saying. I was like, I don't agree with any of that shit. Like, why do people, and I remember thinking, why do people like that get on Joe Rogan while I'm doing my thing and I can't even get a goddamn response from those motherfuckers? And I'll tell you why. Because he's got 800,000 people that watch, and that's all that matters. While I'm the one making sense, I'm the shocking motherfucker that's making complete sense all day. I've only got 30 people that watch me when I go live. There's 24 right now. It's fucking pathetic. That's why someone like Joe Rogan wouldn't give me a second look. Or he doesn't. Well, nobody follows him. He must not make any sense. Nobody follows him. His opinion must be worthless. But he's got 800,000 followers on Twitter, so he's got validity. That's all it is. It's a fucking number, guys. I'm the one making sense. He's the one throwing people in the goddamn garbage disposal and turning it on. Oh, but it's only 1%. It's only 1% of them. He tried to say 0.01% the other day. And I said, yeah, you can't even math, bro. It's 1.0%, motherfucker, not 0.01%. And I see that, he's, yeah, now people are dying right now. He actually got the number right. He actually said 99%. It's a 99% survival rate, so blah, blah, blah. It's really not. It's worse. It depends on where you are. It depends on who you are. And it depends on how you are. Wow, that's 3 fucking things right there. You would think I was a goddamn scientist. But I just listen, man. I'm just doing this all day. Well, your boy, Daryl Michael Mesere, please help me out by getting on Twitter and retweeting every single fucking thing that I do. Retweet every single post, retweet every tweet and reply that I tweet, and go in there and respond and talk me up, man. Get me out there so people will respond. Because, H.A. Goodman and Tim Pool, between the two of them, they've got 1 million followers. And Tim Pool probably on YouTube, I'm guessing he's probably got 2 million on YouTube. I don't know. I don't know how many followers he's got on his YouTube channel. It wouldn't surprise me. And I'm dealing with not even hundreds of people, while they're dealing with hundreds of thousands of people. And they are lying, and they are poisoning these people, and they're outnumbering people like me that are making sense, that are willing to say, I'm willing, who do you know out there that's going to call this motherfucker out and call him the cunt that he is? Who's calling him out? Who's calling out H.A. Goodman for lying to his audience every day, saying that Donald Trump is the best thing that ever happened to Americans? No one else. I'm the only one, man. I'm the only one with the balls to do it. And I am all over the internet. I see this shit everywhere. I try to bring it to you guys, and I try to get you interested in it. It's not about politics, man. It's about your fucking lives. You realize that? This is about your lives. Are you going to stop trusting doctors and fucking nurses now? Because of the kind of garbage that Tim Pool... I should tweet that. I should tweet that right now. Everybody should stop. How do you personnel? How do you fucking spell personnel? How do you spell personnel? How hard could it be? Personnel. Are you fucking kidding me? How do you spell personnel? Oh, 2 N's. God damn it. Good job. Thank you. Thank you, TD. Everyone needs to stop trusting all doctors and hospital personnel immediately. I spelled immediately wrong. Per Tim Fool. I always call him Tim Fool. Dedicated. Sometimes my brain thinks backwards. Everyone needs to stop trusting all doctors and hospital personnel immediately, per Tim Fool. That needs to be with an exclamation point. Remember, the people who have spent their entire lives dedicated to public service. The very people. That shit needed to be tweeted out. Bam! Like I said, this is not about left and right. This isn't about Democrats and Republicans. This is not about politics. It always comes down to y'all's lives, man. Where are you even getting that from? Ken NYB Unchained. Tim Pool from his Twitter feed. It's at Timcast on Twitter, Ken NYB. I shared and retweeted the shit out of this stream. ASAP Mac, thank you, man. ASAP Mac, that means after you do that, drop a digit on me, bro. If you retweeted this and you maxed out a tweet, drop a number 7. That means you tweeted all the characters in ats. At Snoop Dogg, at Be Real, at Ice Cube, at Jimmy_Dore, at Timcast, at Ron Placone, at Real Tim Black, at Miserable Lib, at Whom I Love, even though she wished me a Merry Christmas, I still love her. God, don't wish me a Merry Christmas. Tim Pool sounds like a real tool. I call him Tim Fool, but I like Tim Tool. It's Tool time with Tim Tool. Chris, you've outdone me. I'm not worthy. Will you drop a digit on me, bro? Will you drop a 7? Just the number 7 in the live stream. That's all you got to do. Just press number 7 and hit enter. And I will do a bong rip for you. I don't know if anybody else has. I beg my audience to do this for me constantly. And they just won't do it. Look at this. Nobody's dropping digits for me. I've got a bong hit loaded. Really, you guys? Will one of you please drop a digit so I can smoke my bong? It's Tool time with Tim Tool. It's Let's All Be Tools time with Tim Tool. I don't know, man. That motherfucker is such a tool. He's his own tool. I don't even understand how people are so stupid that they follow this moron. Nurses and doctors are dancing on the graves of the dead, everyone. That's what Tim Tool just said. You know, he's going to take this tweet down. He's going to have to take this fucking tweet down. I haven't even looked at this stupid comic yet. I don't even know what it is. I'll miss you, Dad. I only wish that I could have held your hand one last time while all the people are dancing. Right, that's the comic. Okay, I gotcha. Someone needs to fucking screenshot this shit. You know, because he's going to take that fucker down. I guarantee you people are dying right now. Nurses and doctors are dancing on the graves of the dead. You want to do Charlie Kirk next, guys? Let's do Charlie Kirk. Here, check this out. Charlie Kirk 11. Everybody needs to follow this fucker. All right. Let's see what he's got up here. Oh, this one's great. Leftists are the most intolerant people in America. They hate the idea that there are other ideas. Get the facts and tools you need to push back. So watch this video of himself that he puts up. Okay, now, let me just put this in context, okay? So you guys know what you're watching before you watch it. And this is everything that I'm going to tell you is honest, the truth. I'm not going to sway. I'm not going to try to sway you at all. Okay. These are college students on a campus somewhere in America that are protesting racism. Okay. Charlie Kirk is a passionate Donald Trump supporter. Now, you knowing that, I want you guys to watch, and let me also say this. He's a very vocal Trump supporter on Twitter, sometimes on Twitter tweeting about Donald Trump all day long. And it's always positive, and it's always, when regarding Trump, and it's always supportive, and he is always putting down the left like he just did in this video and in this tweet. It's highly hypocritical, but just watch. And now that you know everything that I just said is factual, there's no opinion, I want you to watch the video and see what he did. All right, here you go. It says in the top of the video, it says, college leftists show their lack of tolerance. I wonder if any of them were independents. Like me.
Are your signs directed towards us? Okay, I appreciate that, because we agree with your sign. So we just wanted to clear that up. So we're going to take a picture agreeing with your sign, because I think it's white supremacy is evil. Okay, well, I can stand right here, which is what I'm going to do. All right. Well, why? So is it towards us, or? Do you think I'm a racist? Do you think I'm a racist?
I could.
So would a racist put on a black leadership summit?
I'd debate him right there to his face. I'd be like, Charlie, let me tell you why you're racist.
Okay. So I can't stand next to your property? It's very tolerant of you. How does one resist hate if you don't have people join you in resisting hate? That's the issue. Yeah, so let's reject white supremacy. Only you guys can reject white supremacy, that's right.
Now let me just stop him right there and just put my opinion in what he said. He said, how are you going to resist hate if you're not going to be tolerant and join other people that resist it with you? That's true. And I totally agree what he said there. That's well stated, Charlie. Well stated. The problem there is there's a couple things. Number one, you're walking away from them and turning your back on them as you say it. Number two, your whole point to walk over there wasn't to join them in their protest against white supremacy. No. You said it yourself. You just wanted to have your picture taken with their signs. And you said it. We could all hear what you said. Then you said, well, I believe that white supremacy. Oh, yeah. Well, you want to stand there and you want to join them in their protest? Or you just want your picture taken with them so that you can produce more of the garbage that you produce on Twitter all day, which he does. He produces attacks on the left all day. Now, listen, I'm in the middle. I'm a fucking independent, but this kind of hypocrisy that he claims, it works both ways. And it is the most hypocritical hypocrisy that I could ever show you. So keep watching this video. Watch this.
I hope you attend the event. I consider that to be in the unlikely category at this moment. But
he's got a sense of humor, at least. I
you
give him
have
that.
the right to express your mind.
Very
So,
charming. Very charming.
Can I take a picture next to your sign? Thank you. You're a hero. I want to unite to end racism. We agree. Why can't I take a picture of your sign? Turn it around. Yeah, you can't have Charlie ever be seen denouncing racism. Do you think I'm gonna?
No.
Can I take a picture?
Charlie Kirk has one of the largest audiences on Twitter. So if he wants to denounce racism, he could do it all day on Twitter, but he chooses instead to bash the left and support Donald Trump all day. Isn't that funny? So hypocritical, right? Oh, I'm here just to denounce racism. No, you're not. You're there to troll people in person and show everybody how tough you are. What a tough guy you are. You're going after these little girls. It's fucking hilarious.
Your sign? Why can't I take a picture of your sign?
I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys take pictures
But
of us all
hold on.
day.
So your sign says unite against racism.
Yes,
right?
Gandalf. The future
I'll take your
Gandalf.
silence as agreement.
I'm here.
So in order to unite against racism, wouldn't that mean that I should be able to take a picture with your sign? Wouldn't that
Hangs
be
out with
logical?
Candace Owens. His
Aren't
one
you
black
dividing
friend. I love it.
against racism right now?
And it's Candace Owens. She hates all
You're not
black
even
people.
actually practicing your own sign.
You know what Candace Owens does every morning when she wakes up? She wakes up, she gets in the bathroom in the mirror, and she stands in front of the mirror and she goes, I hate you. 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 She does that about 100 times.
Good talk. Do
Let's
that again.
rewind that. Let's rewind that.
So you're not even actually practicing your own sign. Racism, right?
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
Can I take a picture of your sign? Why can't I take a picture of your sign?
I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys take pictures
But
of us all
hold on.
day.
So your sign says unite against racism, right? I'll take your silence as agreement. So in order to unite against racism, wouldn't that mean that I should be able to take a picture with your sign?
No, it shouldn't mean that you should take a picture with his sign. It should mean that you should stand there in solidarity with them and shut your fat fucking racist mouth. But you're not there to stand there in solidarity with them, Charlie, because if you had done that, if you had just stood there and said, hey, I'm just here to join you in this, no pictures, nothing. I agree with your signs, and I love you guys, and I just want to stand here and support of you. You didn't say that. You didn't do that. You didn't fucking do any of it. You went over there to troll these people. I just want my picture taken with your sign. I want my picture taken with your sign, you fucking troll.
Wouldn't that be logical? Aren't you dividing against racism right now? So you're not even actually practicing your own sign?
When you support a racist president, joining with you is saying that your racism and your hate is okay, Charlie Kirk. These people, they're choosing to not talk to you, and you know, they're bigger people than me because I'd be spitting on you because that's what you deserve. But let me just say, these people are not entertaining you because you entertain racism all day. Okay? You don't deserve a voice, and these people aren't going to entertain you one bit. They're the adults in the room. They're much better than you. And I only wish that I could say this better, that I could put it in better words, because these kids deserve better than me fucking standing here representing them. They were used on Charlie Kirk's feed to make them look bad, to the tune of 5,500 likes and 1,600 fucking retweets.
Good talk. Do that again.
Turning point. Yeah, you're really making making the turn there. You're really bringing America together. You know, I'm talking about unity and bringing people together every fucking day on this live stream. All he's doing is saying how great Donald Trump is and that he won the election. You know, I'm buffering on YouTube. I got too many windows open. All right. Thank you for telling me. Closing windows as we speak. Yeah, he's a troll. How many people would make that move? Have to appreciate that these people didn't handle the situation. I don't understand what you're saying, Ken. Charlie Kirk represents Donald Trump. All right? Charlie Kirk represents hate and racism. Okay? Those kids, by not interacting with Charlie Kirk, they did the right thing. Okay? He doesn't deserve to be spoken to. He deserves to be spat upon. And the fact that those kids just ignored him and he went away when they ignored him, that was perfect what they did. Why? Because he was there to have his picture taken with them to troll them. He was there for the specific purpose of taking those photographs and putting them on Twitter and making jokes about students on the left and racism and things like that. He wasn't there to stand in solidarity with them, Ken. Because if he was there to stand in solidarity with those kids, he would have. And he wouldn't have said, "Can I have my picture taken with your sign?" What do you mean have your picture taken with my sign? You want to stand here and you want to stand here in solidarity and speak out against white supremacy and racism, then feel free. That's not what he did. He said, "I want my picture taken with your sign." Who cares? Get more with honey. What, dude? The dude's a straight up racist. He's a fucking hater. He doesn't deserve to be spoken to. They're not trying to win him over. Nobody's trying to win him over. You understand that? They're not trying to have a conversation with him. He's gone way past the point of being worthy of having a debate or even a conversation with. If you understood Charlie Kirk, you would know this. You wouldn't be sitting here defending him. You understand? Those kids were right. They made him look like a douchebag. He shouldn't even gone over there and talked to him. You know? They were protesting, I guarantee you, they were protesting him being there. And they were doing it silently. They're just standing there holding signs, and that's their right. He should have just said, "Hey, you know what? I support your right to protest me, and I love you guys for doing it." That's what he should have said, and he should have walked away. Then he would have been the bigger man. But he couldn't do that. He's too much of Donald Trump has rubbed off on him. Is anybody else going to drop me a digit so I can smoke some of this great cannabis I have, or... Oh, ASAP Mac dropped a digit. ASAP Mac, are you still here? That's the question. ASAP Mac, are you still here? ASAP Mac, are you still here? Kirk is definitely a douche. Oh, no, he's got a huge following. You don't understand. Charlie Kirk is very well known, and he has a lot of people that believe him, trust him, and listen to him. He's got way more people that trust him than I've got that trust me. So, you know, I'm working to try to reverse that. I does, but he's not a face. Ken, you're wrong. Just because you're not exposed to it doesn't mean that he doesn't have a presence on the internet and in the world, on the world stage. Like at Politico. You know, go watch some of his debates, bro. You know, go listen to some of his public speaking. Tyson dropped a digit. Nice, Tyson. So this other person left. Okay, let me see who is after. Twitch. Huh. Is anybody on Twitch watching from Twitch right now? Yes. S. Franco is. Okay, so that guy. Okay. So ASAP ASAP Mac is gone. Who is after ASAP Mac? Teresa King. Are you still here, Teresa King? I watch his shit. Do you think those Black Lives Matter people even know who he is? Yeah, of course they do. Dude, don't you realize, why are you saying Black Lives Matter people? I'm a Black Lives Matter people. Of course Black Lives Matter. All lives matter. You don't think Black Lives Matter, dude? Smoke one for me. I plan my day around this. Tyson, you gotta drop digits for me, bro. Okay, Teresa gets it. Teresa, thank you. I love you. Thank you. Oh, what was that? What? There's water. There's water in my lighter holster. I got water in my lighter holster. I got some water in my lighter holster. Nay's life matters, says S. Franco. Cheers, guys. Cheers, Teresa. You get quarter of the hour, girl. My beard needs a good brushing. Ken says, not what I'm saying. Good expansion day, says no more. Everyone isn't up on the full spectrum. A lot of people don't leave their bubbles to challenge their own thoughts. Not everyone is fully educated on the pundits of both sides. I know, that's why I try to bring a little bit of everything in here, bro. You have critical thinkers and then you have parrots. I know. But dude, Charlie Kirk is not a critical thinker, bro. He just says dumb shit. He does a lot of false equivalency shit. You know? He does false equivalency shit that makes no sense. It doesn't hit at all. Right? You understand that. He's not a deep thinker. He's just got a lot of fucking fans because he's a giant Trump supporter. I don't look anything like Frank Zappa. That's hilarious. Frank Zappa is a very tall, thin, very long-faced. His eyes are really, really narrow. I don't look anything like him. I could name 20 people I look more like than Frank Zappa. Your father said you look like Frank Zappa? I don't know. Maybe it's just the fact that I'm an artist, you know, and I can draw, so I can assess the way, you know, someone looks and compare it really quick. Dude, there's a guy that's on Jimmy Dort. He looks just like me. Did you guys see that dude? He's got short hair and a little white beard. Did you see that guy? He looks like he could be my big brother or something. I was like, that dude looks like me. I've seen plenty of people that look like me. Oh, you think it's because I got a big nose? Shit. Dude, my nose is nothing like Frank Zappa's nose. I mean, yeah, my nose is bigger than average, definitely. But I'm a guy, right? And so it's okay. Number one. Number two, Frank Zappa is on a whole other planet with that nose, bro. Are you kidding me? It's not the nose, please. Taught me about the yellow snow. Then I told every other kid it was lemon. A few of them went for it. Billy, why do I believe that? Oh, God. Maybe it's the camera view? I don't know. Maybe it's there's a bunch of guitars hanging on the wall behind me. You got a big nose too, Brandon? You only have one eye. That's interesting. Yuppers. I know what Billy's about to ask you, Brandon. I mean, not Brandon, but no more me. Billy's going to be like, really? Are you a penis? You look like my bud tender, Tyson. I look like everybody. I look like everybody. Care what these people say. You are hot, Teresa. Hey, nobody's saying fucking Frank Zappa ain't a bad looking man. You know, for some reason, I'm just going to guess here that Frank Zappa didn't have a problem getting girlfriends. I'm just going to guess. Yeah, I'm not saying he was ugly. He did have quite a schnoz, but, you know, the guy was tall, you know, had dark features. I'm sure a lot of women found Frank Zappa attractive. So let's not even try to fucking go there, Teresa. What are you trying to say? You know, are you alluding to something here? You can't get it straight from anywhere. These are messed up times. You get it straight here. Go support me on Twitter. You'll get it even more, man. I look like Nate from YouTube. I can get trim with a big... right on, Brandon. Yeah, I mean, go look at Chris Chronic on YouTube. He looks more like Frank Zappa than I do. And he's a good-looking guy. Go look at Chris Chronic. I look like Nate from Twitch. That's funny. I think, yeah, it's weird. Twitch is saying it's down right now on my, oh no, now it says I got one viewer. Hey, look at that. Oh, look, it says 16 out of 16, everybody. Isn't that crazy? Ah, that's cool. I'm digging it. I'm cool. It's cool. Yeah, Kramer from Seinfeld. Who else should we go after today? We did Charlie Kirk. We did Tim Pool. Oh, how about a little H.A. Goodman? You guys want me to viciously attack my great friend and colleague and person I consider my brother, H.A. Goodman, for you? Maybe do a little critiquing on his last upload? What do you say? You guys down for that? He's so funny. We love H.A. Goodman. We love him. We love him. We love his voice. Am I going back on Tiny Chat? I'm broadcasting a bunch of apps. I don't know where I'm going to go. Is Tiny Chat still a thing? I think they clone actors anyway. Don't know him. Teresa and I are homies from another homie. Okay, Brandon. Has AOC say anything stupid lately? Everything. Everything that... 17 minutes ago. We've got a new one. We've got new blood. We've got new blood. Let's give it a thumbs up, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you share this and comment below.
Ladies and gentlemen, this just in. Louis Gohmert sues Mike Pence.
I love this guy
This is
so
the
much.
Washington Times. I'm reporting from the Washington Times. This is breaking news. A group of Republicans led by Representative Louis Gohmert on Monday sued Vice President Mike Pence, basically stating that he alone can decide the future of the country in early January. The lawsuit is the latest in a series of unusual gambits by President Trump's allies. All right. To address the 36-page Peter Navarro report, Mr. Gohmert, Texas Republican, says Mr. Pence has the exclusive authority to decide the future of the country.
I'm getting ready.
January 6th.
Sharpening my claws.
Mr. Gohmert and others in the lawsuit say Mr. Pence can ignore the malarkey from Democrats.
Make sure my knife is sharp. Yep,
And
my knife is sharp. We're
address
ready.
The issues within the 36-page Peter Navarro report and side with President Trump. Now, this is really interesting. They have asked U.S. District
Wait,
Judge,
let me just stop him right there.
to declare that
Let me just stop H.A. Goodman right there and say this. No, H.A., it's not really interesting at all. But please, go on.
President has the power to do so. Quote, under the 12th Amendment, Defendant Pence.
Last
alone
digit
has
drop
the exclusive
was...
authority and sole discretion to open and permit the... Okay. So, Mr. Gohmert says he will contest because states have... Because states...
Tyson Casey, are you here?
To the 36-page Peter Navarro report.
Tyson Casey, are you here?
Arizona, Michigan, and Wisconsin, Georgia, and Pennsylvania are cited by Mr. Gohmert. In addition to Mr. Gohmert, other plaintiffs include Arizona Republican Party Chairwoman Kelly Ward, Arizona Republican Party Director Greg Safston, and Students for Trump. All
Yes.
right, I'm going to give you my 2 cents.
Cheers,
Hit
Tyson
subscribe to this
Casey.
channel right
Thank you
now.
for the number drop.
Ladies and
I need
gentlemen,
more digits. I
we
need
are
more
on the way
shares.
towards 1,000 subscribers again.
Listen to him.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, please share this segment everywhere.
Some
Very
people didn't
important.
I mean, the vast majority loved my analysis and evaluation of President Trump signing the relief bill. And some people said, oh, well, you know what? I can't believe he did that. And it's like, well, number one, what did you expect him to do? He would have been absolutely crucified had he prolonged the bill and people not receive the relief package, even though it's not enough. And even though there's a tremendous amount of superfluous spending, that was for Mitch McConnell to address. That wasn't for the president at this juncture. What do you expect Trump to do? It's McConnell's fault. If you don't like the bill, that's McConnell and Republicans in Congress. They passed the thing. Okay? You want Trump at this point in history where media will say he alone stopped everything. I mean, he's like I said, I keep telling you, he's going up against the Republican Party before he's going up against media or Democrats. I mean, this is not rocket science. We know that Jeff Sessions began as special counsel right when President Trump started his presidency. So hit subscribe to this channel right now. Tell your friends about this channel. go to my website, hagoodman.com. You can support my voice long term if you like via Patreon. I'm going to give you a vantage point that isn't really
He's gonna say it.
that is a unique vantage point that's thoughtful. Hopefully, you consider it thoughtful.
Yes, it's very thoughtful.
thought-provoking.
It is thought-provoking.
And I'm going to give you a viewpoint that conveys hopefully context and nuance,
Yes,
which is what I'm
nuance.
going to get to with Louis Gohmer's
Nuance is the best way to describe it. Perfect.
lawsuit. Now, just like the bill that was signed, the relief package, people say, well, you know what, he didn't get what he wanted. It's like, well, he's a one-man show at this point. He has virtually no help from McConnell and others. Then people say, okay, well,
We hate Mitch McConnell.
He should never concede, and he, it's good what he's doing. Yes,
I don't know
agree.
why either. No
This
more
is
me.
good for a number of
The
reasons.
tax-
The
those-
lawsuits.
I don't know
are
why
good.
we were sending money overseas.
Lynn Wood and Sidney Powell are fantastic. I don't.
Who's
the media
dropping
is converging upon
digits?
them. Even the New York Post is told today Trump to concede.
Tyson Casey
New
was
York
the last
Post
digit
endorsed
drop.
the president, and it was the only publication.
Nobody else gonna get me
to-
high. Who's
to-
gonna get
to
me
address,
high?
actually, they're the
Nobody
ones
else
who
gonna
broke
get
the
me
story
high. Who's gonna
on
get me
Caligula
high?
by inside.
Nobody else gonna get me
But
high.
they
Who's
made
gonna get me
one
high?
point
High, high,
that I
high,
agree with.
high,
And
high.
it's not really
Hi.
it's a point pertaining to
Oh,
strategy.
S. Franco, thank
At
you.
this juncture right
Cheers
now,
to you,
Louis
sir.
Gohmert, what he's doing is very good. Is he going to overturn anything with one lawsuit? No. Is it going to fail potentially? The lawsuit might be thrown out. That's not relevant right now. That's what I've been trying
Top
to
of the
tell
hour,
people
bro.
for a long time. President Trump's strategy is about three things: posterity. Okay, you want people to remember that Trump did not give up and did not succumb to whatever media narrative, and he addressed the 36-page Peter Navarro report, and he fought back. Okay, that ties into historical record. Forever, it will forever be when this election is researched. President Trump will be remembered as having defended the interests of 74 million supporters of his supporters, 74 million people who voted for him. But the third most important issue is, one and two are kind of the same things, but the third most important issue is the fact that this hopefully lays the groundwork or sets the precedent for future investigations by Rand Paul and Ron Johnson and Republicans in Congress, and Devin Nunes and Jim Jordan and Matt Gaetz and Mitch McConnell.
Wow.
We need Mitch McConnell to investigate the 36-page Peter Navarro report.
Wow.
If Lindsey Graham does not investigate the 36-page Peter Navarro report, if Ted Cruz, for example, who offered to litigate and defend President Trump before the Supreme Court, if he does not push for it.
Okay. What is in the 36-page Peter Navarro report? Steve Running, anybody that could tell me, I'd appreciate it. I don't know. I'm sure H.A. Goodman mentions it from time to time, but if anybody could tell me what is in the 36-page Peter Navarro report, I would appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Investigations. We have a whole bunch of investigations in the next 4 years, people. We have a whole bunch. We need a special counsel to investigate Caligula, Biden's son.
Okay.
But let's say that doesn't happen.
Is that it?
To further investigations within Congress, the same type of investigations that Democrats would have leveled against Trump, and the same type which they did based on a dossier. There was no evidence in the dossier. It was completely baseless.
So basically, what I believe H.A. Goodman is pushing for here is equal attacks on Biden and his son that Trump received while Trump was in office. Like he thinks there's justification for impeaching Joe Biden already. I tend to agree with H.A. Goodman on this point. This is why I watch him. So keep listening to what he's going to say. He might convince you guys too. Joe Biden probably needs to be fucking impeached. Listen to what he's gonna say.
Where were the allegations based on evidence? With the Steele dossier, no, they were completely baseless. But they investigated anyway. They got government officials to investigate, and they said, "Well, okay, you don't need evidence. We have the government investigating." So that legitimizes the investigation, even though there's no direct evidence of anything, because they think something might happen. So the government's investigating. Well, we have a government report in the Peter Navarro White House report. That's the same as the ODNI report from James Clapper that says that stated high to moderate confidence for the whole fantasy. They fabricated this tinfoil hat fantasy, and they got media and government to investigate. We can't get Lindsey Graham and Mitch McConnell and even Ted Cruz to investigate. And forget about Mitt Romney and Ben Sasse. They're a completely lost cause, and they're basically working for Democrats. So the mentality of a lot of people right now, I believe, is misguided. You need to focus on investigations because at this moment there is no direct evidence that they could point to that Lynn Wood or Sidney Powell or Ron Johnson or Rand Paul, direct evidence, they can't. They don't have the direct evidence right now. If you say there is direct evidence, well, we need to find out the direct evidence, not just.
Does anybody else picture H.A. Goodman in his basement with a giant bulletin board and all of these people's faces and red string, tying them all together, and him down there fucking going crazy on his fucking blog, you know, and like in the laboratory down under the house? I see that. I love that, thinking that about him, that he's like got this whole conspiracy thing going on.
Circumstantial evidence. The circumstantial evidence is, hey, this doesn't make sense, that doesn't make sense, this doesn't make sense, that doesn't make sense. Then you need to step it up a notch with investigations to find out, okay, that's why it didn't make sense. Because the people who were picking up votes from ballot drop boxes, they went, this person and that person went to this location, that location, and so you need specifics. If people get caught up in the weeds between direct evidence and circumstantial evidence, we need specifics. We need the names of people in charge, specifics, the locations of where these votes went to prior to them being counted. We need a chain of custody. We need to find out where, there's this assumption that everything's perfect in November of 2020 because Democrats say so, but November of 2016, the Russians hacked the DNC. They did so to help Trump. There's no evidence of that. There's no direct evidence of that other than just simply James Clapper believing so, or John Brennan believing it to be the case. That's why they didn't take this to court. That's why nobody was ever charged with conspiring alongside Russia. But I keep telling people we don't have that luxury. We don't have corrupt FBI officials. We don't have journalists who are in the tank and basically working for the Democratic Party. We have obstacles we have to contend with. Democrats don't have Mitt Romney and Ben Sasse, the equivalent of, within their political party. I'm trying to tell people we need to
court.
We either have. There's either the mentality that all is lost if
locking motherfuckers up, dude. Oh my God,
the wrong mentality.
Dude.
Or we have.
Me too, because he's so delusional. It's like, I feel like that if Trump were a cult leader, that H.A. Goodman would do anything that Donald Trump told him to do, dear leader. Yes, sir. Anything that you say. H.A. Goodman, you want kill my wife? Yes, dear leader. I will go kill my wife for you. I love you, Donald Trump. I could see H.A. Goodman just totally. This is why I watch this shit.
Have like.
Oh,
that you can't have that
poor H.A. I love him so much. I love him, man.
That has to happen.
I love that man.
But it's not prevalent.
But I can't lie about what I see. I mean,
because Republicans fear the backlash from media, generally. Now, Loeffler and Perdue feared fear now, for the moment, the backlash from voters. So that's why you've seen Lynn Wood push them more towards President Trump.
President Trump.
So that's a good thing. You need
It's a good thing.
need a complete
need
philosophical mentality. You need a
mentality.
change in terms
need
of
a change
political
in
paradigm
terms-
within the Republican Party.
Within the Republican Party.
Because the
Because
Republicans,
the
this is what they do all the time. They
This
pass
is what
the
they
relief
do all the
bill.
time. They pass
Trump
the
says
relief
no, it's
bill.
not good. He
Trump
eventually
says
signs
no,
it.
it's
He
not
does
good.
the
He
right
eventually
thing.
signs.
Then he doesn't
Does
get
the
any
right
credit
thing.
from anyone.
Doesn't get any credit
So
from
it's
anyone.
like, what do you expect to see? This
What do you
man's a
expect to
one-man
see?
show. He needs some kind of help.
He
He
needs
needs
some kind of
I mean,
help.
Look.
I
look,
gotta
Louis
learn
Gohmert
that. I gotta
is
get it.
awesome. He went after
I
Peter
wanna
Strzok,
totally talk
and
like
he-
him.
Oh my god, he
Oh my
Gomerized
God.
Strzok there in
Oh my
Congress. It was
God.
fantastic. I used to do the whole segment where I talked about how he Gomerized. Louis Gohmert, Mike Kelly, taking it to the Supreme Court.
I was a Sanders guy too.
Devin Nunes,
I was a Sanders
Matt
guy.
Gaetz, Jim
That's why-
Jordan, Ron Johnson was awesome. Senator in Wisconsin.
Brandon. I was a Sanders guy too, and I've been reading everything that you've been putting up in here, and basically I've agreed with almost everything you said, and that's why I haven't blocked you.
Rand Paul. These people are great, but you need the entire Republican Party to have their mentality. You need the Republican Party
You
to
need the
have a
Republican
singular
Party.
focus on issues that Democrats would have the same type of laser focus on. You need
Democrats.
investigations of Caligula, Biden's son. You need to investigate the 36-page Pino Navarro report.
Okay.
You need to pressure
I'm
or
okay.
put political.
I'm okay with
You
all
need
that.
to focus, I should say, and in a healthy and legal manner, demand justice from the special counsel that's ongoing right now.
Which is,
The John Durham probe special counsel. It's a special counsel that has. It's just like Mueller. In fact, the special counsel John Durham has a mandate that is so
You speak
broad and
truth.
sweeping.
I like that.
they
I
can
like
go
that you do.
after the Mueller team for prosecutorial
I like truth
misconduct.
speakers.
The Mueller team had nothing on Trump.
and I laugh at
They
liars.
they were an extension of the Democratic Party. President Trump won because he was able to. The system didn't think that he could win. The system now was leveled against him for the past 4 years, and
yeah.
and within the past couple of months.
Oh, it was such a
The system was
such a-
they
such
said,
a
how do we
steep
get this
hill.
man out of office? And
yes. It was such a
Here's the-
steep hill to climb. Donald Trump had no one helping him. I mean, it was all everyone was working so hard to get him out of office.
another thing, President Trump, within the next 4 years, has to.
You guys remember he got impeached in the House. He didn't get fully impeached. He got impeached in the House for trying to get another leader, another world leader, to go after Joe Biden. He wanted him to investigate Joe Biden. That's what that was all about. So H.A. Goodman, if he can get that investigation initialized, right? If he can spurn that, then in his mind, it absolves Donald Trump. It exonerates Donald Trump. It pardons Donald Trump of any wrongdoing with Zelensky, because it did need to be investigated, because it was a scandal. Oh, and you goddamn right it was. But at the same time, Donald Trump went about it the wrong way. He had the FBI, the CIA, the NSA. He had every international fucking law office at his disposal. And he just decides to just ask some fucking foreign leader to investigate Biden. Dude, go make that guy. You're the president of the United States. Hey, man, I want to open an investigation into this. How do I do it? Okay, well, President, this is what you got to do. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, why the fuck didn't Donald Trump just do it? Oh, you know why? Because he was a shitty leader, and he couldn't figure out how to fucking do it himself.
I think there has to be a little bit more a tweak in the strategy. Okay, it's good to have this bulldozer mentality. This, like the Linwood and Sidney Powell, for example, is okay. Sidney Powell has a great mentality. She was able to successfully defend Michael Flynn.
Yeah, he tried to
Lin Wood is fantastic.
tried to
He was
blackmail
able
the guy
to
basically with
successfully
money.
train numerous people. Okay.
He was
Nicholas
doing like
Sandmann
a
being one of
bribery
the
type
Washington
thing.
Post. With this mentality that you just
Really illegal
you're like a
shit.
bulldozer leveling things or a wrecking ball leveling buildings, that's good, but it might not be a strategy
You
for
know,
the long term.
let's say
because-
there's a judge, okay? Let's say there's a judge somewhere that owns a piece of property somewhere and I want to buy that piece of property, right? And there's a person that's going to get it. They're offering more money than me. So, I sue the guy and I pay the judge off to lock the dude up. You know, and the judge is like, "Well, you can't do that. I don't like the guy. Whatever, blah blah blah." It doesn't matter if the guy fucked me over or not. The judge can't do it, and Zelensky couldn't participate in that investigation even if he wanted to. It was just so it was so noob of Donald Trump to ask another leader to do an investigation for him. Bro, you're the fucking president of the United States. You're that powerless? You're a pussy. You've got the fucking FBI, motherfucker. You've got the CIA, bitch. What the fuck are you thinking? Hey, CIA. Yeah, it's Donald Trump. I want you to open an investigation into Joe Biden getting some money through his channel, through his son, in some corporations in other countries. That's all. Be a fucking president. Do your goddamn job. Poor H.A. Goodman's here trying to rationalize it out, you know?
Is unfortunately the sensibility
And wasting so much of his time and effort and energy when he could be working towards more important things right now. And hey man, I'm all for investigating the Bidens and I hope they do. But this is really his attempt at making Donald Trump look innocent of what he was impeached for, which he was impeached for. He was found guilty of it.
and the feelings or sensibilities of very apoplectic liberals or
apoplectic!
rhino Republicans.
Apoplectic. It means to show anger, visual anger. Apoplectic. Like if I'm mad, I'm being apoplectic right now. That's apoplectic. So he's misusing the word and he overuses it. He says it every show. It's his favorite word. I don't mind. I love it. Because of him, now I know what apoplectic means. I'd never even heard the word before, but I looked it up and now I know what it means and now you know what it means. And we have H.A. Goodman to thank for that. Remember that, folks? He taught us a word.
Apoplectic liberals. That kind of meant these of very apoplectic liberals or establishment like rhino Republicans, mainly apoplectic liberals.
He said it twice.
That kind of mentality is so important to voters for some reason. And it's very sad.
Apoplectic!
These people don't care.
He said apoplectic.
Never-ending war.
He said it twice.
It's funny because like I'm
Apoplectic.
watching here and there,
Apoplectic.
like, far left leaning, radical socialist,
different times.
Socialist, whatever. They're all Democrats. They're all liberal Democrats that are in their 20s. So I watched some of the debates or discussions from some of these very bizarre individuals. And they make a name for themselves by, just spouting out the most offensive, bizarre, outlandish, completely
Apoplectic.
inaccurate claims,
Say apoplectic again.
historical claims, whatever.
Say
They
apoplectic.
get into these
Say apoplectic.
endless debates on
Say apoplectic.
semantics and
Say apoplectic.
political philosophy, when at the end of the day they're just liberal Democrats. Anyway,
Say
the
it.
point is,
Say it.
you have this mentality even among young people, mainly on the left, that military interventions, endless war, endless military conflict is not an example of authoritarianism. Okay? The crime bill is not an example of authoritarianism. Those are just bad things.
Bad.
Authoritarianism is what you say. So Trump's words literally overshadowed everything good that he accomplished and everything horrible and every failed intervention, like destroying Libya, that was completely forgiven by these people. For President Obama, turning Libya into a failed state was forgiven because he was a liberal, and his words were diplomatic, or his words resonated within their minds. So he wasn't an authoritarian, even though President Obama went after the most journalists under the Espionage Act. He went after more journalists than any other president ever. He silenced any critique by going after whistleblowers.
Toxic amounts of OCD.
He engaged in interventions, sent Americans off to never-ending quagmires. But it was okay. He was a liberal. He was a very liberal president.
I do like the spacing.
This is what liberalism has become.
I like this.
Never-ending interventions.
Apoplectic.
Embracing Big Brother, which is Orwellian, which is exactly
I
what
see
George
a
Orwell
lot of
warned
good
against.
spacing between each picture on the
Blaming
wall.
other countries for an election loss. I mean, this is the definition of the words they use. But then they've altered it to, his speech was, he wasn't offensive, and his words didn't, who cares what, their minds are so warped with this, with their mentality. It's unbelievable. But the point, what I'm trying to tell you is, there needs to be some kind of either strategic diplomacy pertaining, like a long-term strategy where President Trump achieves his goals without this bulldozer type of, the bulldozer mentality is fantastic. What I'm trying to say is, if you have grandiose allegations, good. Now we need to push for investigations. You can't prove the grandiose allegations without pushing for investigations, but where's that part of the strategy? So the Peter Navarro report, is it just going to stay there? Because that's the bulldozer right there. We have this report. Now what happens? Are we going to have people in Congress actually investigate? Are we going to have committees investigate?
No, Billy.
Because that's what needs to take place, ladies and gentlemen. That's what needs...
No. He never changes the pictures. He's changing the rooms. He's got 3 different rooms, bro. He broadcasts from 3 different rooms, and the pictures have always been the same. He did just change one room, but these pictures have been there for a long time.
That's where the push needs to happen. That's where the political will and the momentum, the political momentum needs to lead. There needs to be investigations, like I said, of Peter Navarro's report, of Caligula Biden's son, and the Durham Probe Special Counsel. And if President Trump can get a special counsel on the allegations from that Lynn Wood or Sidney Powell or the Peter Navarro report have alleged, that would be fantastic. But there needs to be a push right now.
Here, I'll remind you real quick, bro. He's got another room where it's like a big collage of people behind him. They're all like hodgepodge together, and here it's all spaced evenly. Posters.
And there's no push right now. So anyway, give me your thoughts below. This is not. This is a.
Trump.
Right now,
Trump.
we're in a more cerebral. We have to get into a more cerebral and strategic and long-term and protracted political battle. No, this is not like all is lost if we don't go. If we don't win everything at this very moment, all is lost. That is not the mentality Democrats had. The second they lost in 2016, that was the beginning of every single day calling Trump illegitimate. Every single day trying to replay November of 2016. And nobody said, oh my God, give it up. There was this hysteria that media perpetuated, this paranoia, this red scare. They literally recreated a mini Cold War, which actually turned
into... and his head's always down at the bottom of the screen.
So that conflict over again.
Like a little pimple. Like a little pimple with a white head.
We need that kind of strategy, but we don't
with a white head on top.
We don't have a unified Republican Party. So how do you adopt that long-term strategy? That's an obstacle that 74 million supporters of President Trump have. Lynn Wood is right in pressuring Loeffler and Perdue, but you need to keep the pressure going. You cannot vote for the rhino types of Republicans. Give me your thoughts below. You know, I'm going to repeat myself a million times over again, but give me your thoughts. It's not just about having a bulldozer mentality. It's about a long-term strategy that you benefit from. I want President Trump back again in 2024. We need to be a little bit more strategic in.
Oh man, could you imagine?
In how, I think President Trump himself also needs to be strategic in what he
I
wants to
hope
accomplish
Donald
in the next
Trump
4
dies.
years. Give me your thoughts. Thank you. I'll be back numerous times.
Dude, might it happen? Donald Trump just fucking dies. Oh, that would be nice. Whew. Trump will be like 150 in 2024. Yeah, Linwood is overrated. I agree. David Whalen. The same camera angle, yeah. He's where he likes it. He might be using a cell phone to make the recordings or something, or a laptop maybe. You know, I put my camera up on a butane can, man. That's why it's the same angle every time. I line it up with certain things, you know, I try to make it look the same. But it also depends on what's going on behind me. If Rogie is playing on the floor. Rogie. Oh, fuck, man. God, just think about what it takes for us to keep spreading COVID to each other. I mean, it takes a little bit of effort, actually, you know? Gotta go out, gotta go find people, get around them, and get close enough to them that you're breathing and spreading the germs over to them. And yet we just can't seem to... We can't seem to stop doing it, man. You haven't been home? Oh, Dave, that's cool. Welcome back. Oh, man. You went with OBS? Oh, okay. Cool, man. Yeah, I don't use it. I don't like it, so I don't use it. I like the basic the structure of the XSplit suite. I like the way it's set up. Right? It's not user friendly. Yeah, I say XSplit's really user friendly, man. For me, it is at least. I understand it pretty well. That's just like anything. You get used to it, you know, after a while, hopefully. I haven't seen this Jimmy Dore video. I'm probably going to be watching this. Ron Placone confronted this guy for Jimmy Dore, I guess. I don't know what this is all about.
The other co-founder of the Justice Democrats is Kyle Kulinski, who supports my strategy. Now, that's Dave lying by omission. That's Dave not telling you that part, because that's what Dave does. He lies by omission. all the time. Plus, he's flat out lies too.
Plus, he
We've
flat out
documented
lies.
that. Go to Jimmy Dore, YouTube, Jimmy Dore, Dave Weigel. We've documented him outright lying.
Look, I'm Jimmy Dore, everybody.
In fact, here's one of the lies we documented him lying about. By
Fuck
the way,
you, man.
Glenn
I'm Jimmy
Greenwald
Dore. Fuck
dunking
you.
On Dave Weigel.
Fuck you. Fuck you,
It's like
everybody.
LeBron James beating a toddler in 101.
Fuck you. I'm Jimmy Dore. Fuck you. I'm Jimmy Dore. Fuck you.
So, you know that Jeff Bezos has a huge business with the CIA. And they don't tell their readers at the Washington Post. So that's by Norman Solomon. So that's a big conflict of interest. And Dave doesn't want you to worry about
and
who
let me
owns
just
what
say,
media and what platform.
If you want to see Jimmy Dore's appearance on my show, you can see it at naysgarden.com anytime you want. Or if you just want to show it to somebody on your phone. Say, yeah, man, Nay had Jimmy Dore on for a brief appearance. Go to naysgarden.com. It's right there on the top.
Who's on what, but he just went on a ramble about me and TYT. So Dave Weigel at the Washington Post would say this doesn't matter, that his boss, but he would say he just rambled about me and TYT and that I used to work there. I thought platforms didn't matter, Dave, because that's what he's going to say. Because if you look here, Amazon's considering suing over loss of a $10 billion Pentagon contract after Trump's attacks on Bezos. Hey, maybe Bezos will start a GoFundMe, and you could all give to him, and then Dave Weigel will tweet it out. During the pandemic, Jeff Bezos became $78 billion richer while denying paid sick leave and hazard pay to over 450,000 Amazon workers. 20,000 of them got COVID-19. Truly gross. That's who he is. And that's who Dave Weigel works for. He's not allowed to criticize. And there he is. There's Dave Weigel doing a pro-war. That's him. Students for War is an ad hoc committee recently set up to build support across the country for military action. That was Dave Weigel doing that. Students for War. Guess what, Dave? If you wanted war so bad, why didn't you go fight in it, Dave? Oh, that's right. Because he's a cul-de-sac coward. Northwestern University junior Dave Weigel, also editor-in-chief of the campus's weekly Northwestern Chronicle, organized a group of about 25 people over email to counter an anti-war protest on campus last week. Dave Weigel wants to oppose the anti-war protest.
I gotta write a tweet really fast. I gotta write a tweet. I have to compose a tweet. Oh, man. I don't see a difference. He's just got his... What? What is he talking? Is he joking? I don't see a difference. What am I looking at here? Oh, I think this is after the fact. Okay, cool. I like paying for my software so I can later say, I can't believe I paid actual money for this piece of shit software. It's good. I couldn't say it without laughing. No, I couldn't get all the way through it without laughing. It's good. Oh, it must be funny. I tweeted that shit. You know what I'm saying? Brian, what's up, buddy? What a beautiful day it looks like today. It was supposed to snow this weekend. It didn't snow. Now it's a clear, sunny day. Beautiful outside. Is today fucking Monday, man? Yeah. Should try to contact these guys about this ECM. I gotta contact Dirt Legal. I'm gonna call them. All right, you guys take care. I will talk to you later. Check out my friend Ron Placone at ronplacone.com, lucyandron.com, and he's on YouTube at Ron Placone. Subscribe to his channel. He's great. We were gonna actually watch some of that on that Jimmy Dore video, but I got sidetracked, didn't I? Ron Placone makes a very large appearance in that show. He's, I believe, instrumental in it, actually. I wanted to really see it, but it's long and it goes on for quite some time. Yeah, and Ron doesn't come on for another 2 minutes. So for just a quick, yeah. I guess Ronnie goes up and confronts this guy. I want to go see it. Anyway, check out my friend Ron Placone. Check out Jimmy Dore show with Steph Zamorano. Check out Graham Elwood. Check out Lee Camp and Real Tim Black, and check out Tim Pool, so you can call him a fucking tool and a fool. You have to. Check out Michael Malice, and check out Eleanor Gold, whatever. I can never remember. Eleanor Goldsmith or something like that. I can never remember the last part of her name. Eleanor, activist Eleanor on Twitter. Lee Camp, and who else? No one else. That is it. And Nays Garden. Nays Garden at Twitter. And naysgarden.com. Check out the website if you haven't. Alright. Thanks, guys. Bye, y'all.